Onic, they still want to try and run towards you, right? Glue, Hilda, and Kadita to a degree, they don't really disappear behind you, they just run at you. So the Moskov maybe could provide enough crowd control and mobility to progress to kite away and survive these long team fights.
Ladies and gentlemen, though, we are getting ready to get into game number 2. Still a build-up, a best of 7 is what we're going to be playing out in the grand finals. Here it is. Will Onic be able to get one step closer to a back-to-back trophy for Mpl Indonesia as we enter the land of Dawn for the Rumble in the Jungle, game number 2.
Welcome once again to the land of Dawn here. Once again, between the Yellow Porcupines and the White Tigers. And taking a look at this, once again, Kyrie very interestingly goes in for assumingly the Tanxalot build here. Demon Slayer on the Lancelot. It's not the aggressive assassins that we're used to for Kyrie in particular. So there's a lot of emphasis here on the neutral objective take.
Keep in mind, Kyrie has gone and went with a bit of a hybrid build, a bit more tankiness and some damage, but now Hijime gets jumped on and he needs to be very careful. Keyboy has that concussive blast, and in the early stage, that allows this Hilda to be absolutely oppressive, and Taz will definitely start feeling it as Keyboy just trails behind him.
This is what I've also noticed here, Arashi, when we see a Diggy, especially in the hands of Evos, right? They always rotate towards the EXP lane first. A lot of emphasis perhaps on getting that level 4 as soon as possible before the neutral objective contest.
That is a valid play for sure, and also gives Psychots a chance to get ahead in the lane, which is usually a big win condition. But look at Brands!
Again, it's going to be Brands who will be first blood eaten up by Kyrie on the Tanxalot. Sure, it may be a Tanxalot, it might be a Demon Slayer, but last time we saw Kyrie play it, he was able to assassinate a whole lot of targets, and hey, he's doing it again.
It's definitely the case, and there's no real easy counter. Yes, Taz with the Mortal Coil can be a bit of a nuisance, but for the most part, he has tools available for the outplays, and Keyboy finds Brands. There's a lot of damage.
Oh my god, there's no way they're going to be able to kill Brands again right as he respawns! Brands is down again. 2 deaths, 2 minutes.
So brutal. That's so brutal. And now Evos are looking for a trade here onto the Turtle. They're gonna get it. But in the grand scheme of things, losing Brands 2 times in a row for the first 2 minutes of the game, it's a little hasty, but at least Evos get a little bit in return.
Hijime picking up that kill, catching CW off guard, but on the other side, Sans putting in that work, trying to match the roam potential from Hijime. And so far, it's a lot more competitive. You do see Evos Legends getting those trade-offs, so adjustments have been made for sure. But again, Brand's not doing so hot right now. That could be fatal in the mid-game. We all know how these gold laners like to start roaming and start to impact the rest of the map.
Good Taz though. Munching on the turret gold right now as Keyboy is going to be stunned up. Brand's trying to look for the pin down with the spear, but will not be able to find it as CW rotates over as well. Here, Kyrie has been able to get the steal as well on the orange buff. Like we mentioned earlier, the trades happening will mean that Onic will still be able to grasp that gold lead, have a solid grasp onto the gold lead.
Look at how Keyboy is playing right now. Yes, he's taking a lot of time, a lot of damage coming in from Evos Legends, but he's also exposing them, making sure that his team knows exactly what to expect. They won't get caught off guard, but Sans gets bursted down. He will be able to survive though.
Luckily, still able to get away with his ultimate there. But Kyrie, once again, aggressive. Cyclops too!
Bravest Spider finding the kill. Evos Legends finally on the board. 3-2 is the score, but Kyrie is looking for Psychots. Kyrie gonna be stunned up. Has the Thorn Rose, utilizes it, but doesn't want to go. Doesn't want to overcommit. Understanding he is still in the lead, he'd much rather just clear his jungle camps.
But this does slow down Onic's pace a little bit here. You can see it was almost a 3,000 gold lead for Onic in this early stage of the game. It has been reduced to only 1,600. You can see now that Brands is slowly but surely building back up. He was a level below of CW earlier on before, but he's actually been able to level that as Kyrie goes in for the steal.
Whenever someone gets ahead, whenever someone gets behind, you can know that Onic will definitely start to punish. Keyboy almost goes for dreams, but now with the Diggy being so low. Turtle play.
Time Journey gonna be popped in. The Phantom Execution to the back line. Dreams not gonna fall right there. It's gonna be Keyboy who actually gets taken down by the Feathered Airstrike. Spear of Destruction popped in, but Taz will be the one who loses his life. Onic here. Sans 1v1 against Psychots. Breath of the Ocean popped in.
Oh.
Sans with the recalls right in the face of Psychots. He's been training with the man for SEA Games. The man's ruthless.
That's a lot of attitude as well by Keyboy again. It's a little more aggressive Keyboy here coming into the playoffs this season. A lot of recalls, a lot of taunts. And he's showing once again the dominance that he has on the opponents, trying to play the mental game as well. Now, though, 2,600 gold lead for Onic, as Dreams is trying to help Brand get more ahead, if possible. Realizing that Brand on the Moskov, very weak in the early game, requires a lot of farm, just like the Melissa here. But it does seem like they're going to try and funnel this mid side towards him too.
Evos Legends grouping up together, perhaps to try and catch Onic off guard, get a trap on maybe Keyboy or Boots, who will be moving aggressively. But you can say for Onic, there's no need to do that right now, so they don't. They have no idea if the buff is up. They have no idea if anyone's low there. And unless they do, they don't make the play happen. But once they do, look at how fast Kyrie comes in to try and deny Taz yet again. He's all the way on the top side, and his buffs get taken away. If you look at the items right here, it's quite a bit of the gold disparity between the two junglers. It's almost 1,000 at this point. Not a single item completed for Taz, which means that with the Sky Garden helmet, Kyrie will be able to stay in the map for a lot longer.
Oh man, Kyrie with a Phantom Execution there, just taking the damage onto Evos as they try their best to look for an opening here. That's gonna be the Feather Airstrike popped in. CW looking for a 2v1 in that situation. Trying to replicate what he did previously against Evos, but this time it will not work.
It doesn't work, he gets taken down, and a previous 2,000 gold gap between the gold laners has shrunk down to 1,000.
About 1,000.
So Evos now, they're going to be able to catch up sooner or later if Onic make mistakes like that here. 3 seconds left onto the next turtle to spawn here. Kyrie in a 1v4 and still not able to be taken down, as both of these teams will be dancing around this turtle.
Ooh, that's a better airstrike being used already though, and look at Keyboy.
Man.
There you go, already very aggressive. Sans on the back with the Breath of the Ocean. Brands gets out right now. Psychots is able to dash in. Sans will just recall in front of their faces. This time he will fall though. Kyrie looking for the retribution right now. Has the Phantom Execution, has the level lead. Will be able to secure it for his team as Onic will disengage. Keyboy looking for more right now as he jumps onto Taz. That's gonna be the Phantom Execution and Thorn Rose again from Kyrie. Waiting for the retribution, wanting to steal this purple buff. He will not be able to find it. Taz takes it. Hijime with a Feather Airstrike now, putting some damage down. What happened to the back? Keyboy getting the damage done to take Hijime out.
Man, it just seems like they really know what they want to do. In the previous game, they were able to pick one member and start shutting him doim. In this game, it really seems like it's Hijime. They are giving him some kills right here. He is 3-0 earlier, but realistically, in a big fight, with Glue and Hilda running at you as a Farsa, there's no way you're gonna be able to do any optimal amount of damage.
Oh my god, Kyrie steals the orange even without retribution.
Yikes.
He used the retribution onto Taz. That's how confident he is. Right now in this mid lane, they're able to get another turret. And that's a 5,000 gold lead here, Rashi.
5,000, and worst of all, it's 5,000 in the hands of the right people. It's in the hands of CW, it's in the hands of Kyrie, and those two alone can swing the tides of the game so much. You said that Kyrie was able to go for the neutral objectives without, risking anything really. And Sans, of course, he is still available. He hasn't been doing a lot of damage just yet, but that will change soon enough once he gets a bit more items.
The unfortunate thing about this game right now is the fact that 2 of the members of Evos Legends has the most damage dealt. But the problem is the targeting, right? They're only able to put that damage onto Keyboy, onto Boots. As he just does this, he recalls, he triggers, he opens up the map, he baits resources. That's the purpose of Keyboy so far, and it has been working for them. Hijime pops in the Feather Airstrike a lot earlier, even before the team fight begins, and that damage, that initial plan to utilize the Farsa to zone out CW in the backline, that gets taken out.
Hasn't been working so far. And if we had a heat map for the members of Evos Legends, you're gonna see that there's a very minimum movement in the jungle, man. Onic has been so determined to zone them out, and look at this. 2 members going on the Lord, everyone else just pushing all 3 lanes, no problem.
Oh my god. Keyboy is doing damage, you know? Even though it may not seem like he does damage here, he's doing emotional damage. Literally just walking around, recalling in their faces, running around again, baiting them, giving Onic so much space to get a Lord for free. And on top of that, he's flashing the M1 emote.
Oh my god.
That's personal.
That hurts.
Look, Sans as well. Hey. Oh my god.
This guy, he was caught earlier. Instead of trying to struggle, trying to escape, he just stands there and recalls. So they're definitely doing something else. As Hijume once again gets zoned out. Looking at the items right here, it's still a glass cannon for CW with the highest claws. So there's still potential, but look at Sans. What is it doing, man?
He gets full HP back again. That's what he's doing. Boots is joining in. No, Boots, you're the cold one. You don't do that. Hey, they're all just feeling
M1.
it. The M1 emotes coming in. Kyrie even using Phantom Execution there. Onic are playing with Evos Legends. They are literally just playing with them. Look at Keyboy and Sans.
If Gani was here, he'd be saying they're toying with their food. But you can see here the Lord marching down there in the bottom side. See Hijume already opening up that Feather Airstrike. That's a resource they can't use to zone them out of the inhibitor turret.
Okay, Kyrie looking for the damage right now. Sans is still recalling. Now finally disengaging. Bravest Fighter going to be popped in to clear the Lord out in Onic. Will we be able to utilize that 8,000 gold lead to get all tier 2s with the first Lord? So not as dominant as game number 1, but still very dominant.
I think that's partially an adaptation from the set of Evos Legends, because keep in mind, if Evos force a fight right here, it might not go in their way. If you look at Onic, it's what we said again and again. They just waited for the right opportunity. If it's not there, they just stand in front of you and recall, man. They're chill. They just keep doing this. And once they see an opportunity, that's where they actually go in and make that decisive play before you even know it. And now they're locking Evos Legends in their own base, as Kyrie and CW are just all around trying to get more items, more of a gold lead. With 3 members only, they're able to keep Evos Legends stuck right there in front of their base.
Man, and they just regen up, right? With the pokes coming in from the Diggy, all Boots needs to do is skill 1, and he just regenerates back all of that HP. But we would like to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that both of these teams are going to be our representatives here, the Indonesian representatives for these SEA Games as well. So not just MSC, but also the SEA Games. But whoa, whoa, whoa!
They're going in right now. Taz is going to be taking that damage as the models is able to shred them down. But Keyboy has been taken down. Onic unable to find a kill back for now. But they are looking for some more. That's going to be the base server taken down. And CW with the models is able to find Taz in the back. Boots with a flicker forward. Brands with the Inspire. Boots getting brought back, but the damage comes through once again for the side of Onic. They take the base turret and they leave. They will just go and put their sights onto the enhanced Lord.
All that for what? For the roamer. Keyboy, man. He is just so good at making sure that, okay, we'll give you something, just nothing of value. Loses his life as the Hilda, doesn't matter. He's back up right now. Evos is down a base turret far away from the neutral objectives. If this comes down to a Lord dance, Onic, once again, has already set up themselves for success. But they seem to be bursting it down directly right here. It's going to be a very, very fast Lord. And Onic is back to corralling Evos Legends back to where they belong. Back into their base.
10,000 gold lead, Arashi. Mirko, 10,000.
I think the largest I've seen in playoffs was 13. They might overtake that.
This is insane. Looking at the in-game equipment here, you can already see the disparity, Arashi.
It's just so different. And for Evos Legends, who is exactly going to be in the front line? Yes, Taz can do so with the Athena shield and the blade armor, but overall, that's not nearly enough. Cyclops, on the other hand, it's a bit different. Now he has magical defense, but he has no physical defense. So if he just comes in with the Bravest Fighter and he does not land a perfect combo, he gets zoned out ever so slightly by the go away, he's done. And now he doesn't have it anymore, and Onic make their move.
Friends, with the spear, able to knock Kyrie back, but it's going to be the base turret taken down, whether you like it or not. Bottom lane, that's going to be the Enhanced Lord as well, marching down with Sans recalling, dealing emotional damage as Lord tries to take the base down. CW now with the model placement on point. Taz is going to be taken very low, and the burst comes in from Sans. Unable to hit onto anyone, but it means the base turret will be all taken down, mid, bot, and top. Now they're crashing in. CW has been given all the space necessary. The reverse time buys a little bit more time, but the go away is right there.
CW.
The decimation takes him out. Kyrie on the base, looking for the end right now, and it might just be a throw. Never mind, Onic just stomp after stomp, playing with their food, showboating everything. Yet they do not